pass at your earliest convenience.
Now, show me what you can do.
It is the Halo Infinite Podcast, episode 15. Johnny Bo, what's up, buddy?
Oh my goodness, I was double hearing. I was hearing the
You got to mute the stream, man.
You, yeah, I muted. I'm good. Dude, I'm so pumped to talk about Halo, man. We actually got news,
And Johnny's a winner already. Johnny's winning.
Yeah. I'm already winning. I'm a winner today.
Mule, how are you doing?
You won yesterday, but yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited. Halo has got such a bright future. I had to wear shades for this episode because I'm just.
I thought you were crying so much from losing the bet that you had.
Oh my gosh! I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. Ridiculous, man. That's all I'm gonna say. People cried and whined, so they're okay.
We're missing the 20th. Like, we can talk about that later, but like, I can't believe they're missing it.
Yeah, it's a weird window to me. Like December 8th. I don't know.
It does. Yeah.
I have a theory. We'll talk about it. Crawler, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Crawler coming at you. Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's going to be a long episode.
It is going to be a long episode. So, what we got for housekeeping? Discord. Come hang out with us, guys. Come join us. Hit us up on all the socials. Halo Infinite Podcast is everywhere, including Farmers Only. So if you're looking for a date in Halo, check us out there. And
I thought it was Christian Mingle. What the heck?
Oh, that's we're there too. We're there too.
We need the clout because I'm going to petition Xbox Phil Spencer 343. There's too many Xbox Halo things coming out. They need to send them to us. So we need your clout.
Yeah. Make us famous before it comes out, so we get free stuff.
Make us famous so we get free stuff.
All it wants the controller. That's it. Come on, man.
Controller's pretty sick. I do want to let you guys know on my Twitter right now, I'm giving away 2 passes to PAX West for 4-day passes and 3 Friday passes. So if you are going to be in Washington and want to get into PAX for free, just go look up my Twitter. I got tweets. Okay. So go check that out. Halo 5, Gamescom. What a week it has been so far.
Halo 5, what?
Yeah, what did you say?
I looked at Halo 5.
Yeah, you need to turn off this B-roll. Turn off this B-roll. Like,
I looked at Halo 5. Sorry. Halo Infinite, Gamescom. It's been a week. We got
Fire Josh. Another thing he screws up.
I know. I just pulled the Josh live, once again, but it's okay. We're doing it live. So let's just jump into this thing. We'll talk about the limited edition console first and foremost. All right. You guys want to see the limited edition console? Shall I put it on the screen?
Put it on the screen,
ready, bro.
As we speak, let's go here. Let's go. Let me get this.
Hey, this is the one time. This is the one time. No, I'm saying this is the one time I would try to pre-order this because I have a great PC. Why do I need an Xbox? Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Looks amazing, dude.
Here it is in all of its glorious splendor. I'm going to take us full screen here and check it out. Come on, play, baby. Play. There it is. There it is. So, wow. Just wow. I love this. The cinematic is gorgeous, right? Like the way they just kind of pour the liquid metal into the mold. Like,
yeah, when I was first watching this, I was like, dude, are we getting a statue? Are we going to get a statue?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. I thought this was a limited edition
the legendary edition of the game.
Yeah, legendary game.
Yeah.
He's like, this right here looks like the helmet or something.
Well, we can only hope that they're going to maybe do something like that. Because right now, I think the only thing is a Steelbook at Best Buy.
I'm just excited they melted Chief down to put him into the console, Like,
so where is that 20th anniversary decal? That's what I'm trying to figure out on this.
It's on the inside. You got to open it up.
Kind of like the chief helmet in the Series X is on the inside. Yeah.
Yep.
I would assume it's on the back. I
don't know. It's just like it's got to be on there
360
somewhere,
view?
right?
I feel
would
like
assume.
they wouldn't show it like that and then not have it on the console.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It looks cool, but like it's not as cool as like the R2D2 360 back in the day. Like it's a cool console, but it's not. It doesn't scream Halo to me.
Yeah.
What it screams a little bit is Halo 5. Like it screams Halo 4,
Yeah.
you know, like it looks a little Promethean and less.
Yeah.
But this may look extremely Halo come, you know, December 8th. Once we started playing the campaign, we're like, oh, you
That
know,
makes sense.
like
This is why it looks like that.
this is why it looks like that. Exactly. I mean, if
Yeah.
you look at just look at the screenshot, there's a busted up Halo ring behind it too. So like I there's probably lore tied into this thing. And I can't believe we're kind of breaking this thing down, but
I hadn't even seen that broken Halo ring is interesting.
and look under the power button. It's either a car or it looks like Chief's helmet. Can you guys kind of see the outline? I'll go full screen again.
Yeah, I
so
see
you
the
guys
outline.
can-
I like.
Yeah.
Is it a?
That is
is
not
it a very?
You think that's
No,
a car?
that's
was
his
a
HUD, dude.
That's-
It looks like
Yeah,
his HUD.
that's the HUD.
That's a joke. It's a joke.
There's a very rudimentary car in this game, apparently.
Yeah,
I mean, Razorback. It kind of fits the silhouette of the Razorback a little bit.
a little bit. So
Looks like a car that I could draw.
right, exactly. Let's talk about just the controller though. Are we going to get a chance just to order that controller? I don't know if you guys remember the Halo 4 console, but you could purchase just the Halo 4 controller. I had 2 of them. I love those things. They were
they'll
transparent
have
and
to.
awesome.
I think they'll have to give us a chance for this one. We'll talk about other reasons aside, maybe why against it here in a second when we show the next footage. But consoles are hard enough to come by as they are right now, let alone a special edition console. I feel like they don't want to gatekeep people that much by a $550 console and a $200 Elite controller, which we'll get to here in a second. So a $70 controller might be a good entry point for people if they want something.
Well,
But again, it's not
Special
as
Edition
cool.
one, too. There's a Forza Special Edition controller coming out this year.
Yep.
So, like, how many Special Edition controllers are they going to do?
They've done a ton. I mean, and they keep with the colors coming. They have like the electric, the yellow. They got the blue. They got the red. They've done the camos. That's kind of their thing. And then you can design your own too.
The numbers that I'm hearing is there's going to be 8 to 10 million special edition consoles. I can't like
Mule, you're jumping ahead.
I just got so excited.
I was like, I thought I did that. I'm like, how did I pull that
I was
out?
so excited. I just want to put it right on my face.
Somebody has OBS and he just wants to have fun.
So here we get to see basically Chief as a controller, right?
Now, this is a gorgeous controller. This one I like much more than the one that's with the Series X.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we're gonna what? So, John, total first impression then? Like, is this a purchase for you?
Man, it's so hard for me to spend $200.
Look at that 117 on it. It looks
is
so
nice,
good.
though.
Mhm.
It looks so nice. If it was like Elite Series 3, like that's probably coming out soon, right? Like they're
So
probably
we
making
talked
a third one soon.
we talked about it on the Xbox Factor podcast this morning, and somebody in chat was like, they're just dumping the rest of the Series 2 guts. So
Or
they
they
can
just
get
pulled
ready
the
for
face, or they
3.
just pulled the faceplates off of the ones that they had, and
I like the scuff marks on this thing. Like there's like
Yeah.
built-in scuff marks.
Like the little burn on the right analog stick.
yeah, it's like a blaster shot.
And that Cortana spot in the back is awesome. I love that.
Well, and so they didn't show it in the trailer. I don't think you get to see inside the case. So like the Elite Series 2 comes with a charger inside the carrying case that it has, and the charger in this one in particular, which you can see on the website. I don't remember if you see it here in the trailer, but it's got Echo 216, I believe, is the name of the ship that Chief has found in that trailer. It's the name of the ship. So it's Chief and the ship that you're buying as the controller, which is pretty cool. It's just little details that they're throwing in there that are really nice.
So who has an Elite controller? I think Mule definitely does.
I do.
Same.
So
right here.
What are those 3 dots in the middle? Is that like
the profiles?
That's a charge. These
No,
right here
those-
are charge.
those-
This right here is the profiles, right?
Yeah, the three lights are profiles.
There. Yeah.
Okay.
So the Elite Series 1 had 2 profiles, and they added a 3rd profile on the 2.
Yeah, what it is
now
is a
now
share
I feel
button.
like I have to get this because I'm the only one without,
Yeah, then you're just a scrub if you don't have it.
and like
Wow.
I want to be the one that has it,
Yeah,
and so I can rub it in your guys' face.
of course.
Now, if somebody wants to bet me something,
Nope.
I'm done. I'm done with bets. Freaking.
Oh, one other thing with this, again, I don't know. I think it's just in the details on the website when you click the link to go to the Microsoft page. This controller and the things that it comes with confirms in-game weapon charms, because you get an exclusive Elite Series 2 Halo Edition weapon charm to put on your gun.
Well, now I have to buy it.
Apex
I know.
style.
That's what
I was fine before. I was like, I'd be all right. Now, if there's something in game that's
I think
we just
Lethal
sealed the
said
deal.
that you get an exclusive charm
Okay, well, here we go.
worth $200. Worth $200.
every penny.
I spent more on less. So,
Dude, the Elite is 100% worth $200, man. Like, just get it, especially if you like Halo and you don't have an Elite yet. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't get
sold
this.
out. I could have got it like the day it went
Has it
live.
even like truly launched on outside vendors?
Oh, I don't know outside
Because
but
I
it
think
did
I think it really sold out quick on their site, but I don't even know if Best Buy or GameStop or anybody has had it go up yet.
It is gorgeous. God, you guys suck.
Yeah. Dude, it's amazing. The Elite 2 is a game changer for FPS games.
Ooh,
So-
I didn't notice it has like little grips. Is that how?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
texture grips.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, there's texture grips, and then you can adjust the triggers on the back. You can adjust.
Well, and you can change out the sticks too, John. They're like
they're magnetic.
I use a longer stick for the right side.
Yeah,
you can kind of.
And the D-pad, the D-pad is swappable for the classic D or the
Oh, the classic D. Nice.
Mhm.
Got to have the classic D. So
Well, I'm sold now. Why didn't we do this before the pre-orders went live yesterday?
I just plugged it in and I just turned on my Xbox.
here's my thing. When they showed it, I was expecting Series 3, right? Like, because this is kind of an old. This controller's how old at this point? Like 4
Series
years.
2. Oh, Series 2 is not. Is it that old?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's still an Xbox One controller, right? And so I was looking forward to, honestly, I was hoping the 3 would have adaptive triggers and a share button, right? So and sticks that don't drift. That's the one thing. These controllers
drift?
still everything drifts.
It's
There's nothing that
the
doesn't
series.
drift.
So Series 1 was a hot mess. I bought
For
2
you.
of
And not for me. So weird.
I bought 2 of them, and they were same crappy plastic insides. And they blatantly addressed it when they did the series Elite Series 2 announcement at, I think it was at E3, the year before the Series X. So that same year the Series X was announced, I think. And they addressed the fact by saying there's tension now. There's like a tension key you can use to tighten the sticks. So they've addressed, and it's a known thing that they just got crappy and loose.
Yeah,
but
put some styrofoam in there, right?
yeah, I mean, there's one of mine that I cracked open and like tried to fix some of the stuff because it is just a little plastic tension piece that breaks, and then once it's broken, it's just hot garbage.
Do you want to know what the weapon charm actually is?
Yeah, tell us.
It's of the controller, isn't it?
It's of the controller. That is like, I feel like that's one of the biggest flexes you could have. Like you're playing Halo Infinite, you just have
check it out. Yeah,
pretty much. The here's the thing: if you guys have a Series 2, and you have Drift, there is a store on eBay that will. You just send the controller to them. They will replace all your sticks and the bumpers for. I think I did it when it was on sale. I think it was $30, and it's normally $50. And they put Series 1 bumpers in because they're actually better than Series 2 apparently. So just keep that in mind. I bought my controller used when they were impossible to find, but had the ability to return. And then I was like, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to see if I can get it fixed because I bought it with gift cards. And sure enough, it was like $30. This thing has been like brand new ever since I got it. Like I couldn't have been happier with it. So if you do run into drift, it can be fixed.
Series 2 came out November 4th, 2019. So it's been out for a little bit now.
Do you not read chat?
I think the first
Do you
one
not
was
read chat, caller?
So. But okay, so controller comes with the charm. So that's a day one purchase. Got it. Okay, noted. I will pay a scalper for that.
Is there anybody in chat that was able to secure a pre-order or is trying to get one of these controllers?
I think I saw somebody in Discord said they got one.
I know Hero Beyond was saying that he got the Series X, I think. I didn't see any.
I think the new Xboxes are already being like scalped. It's
like $2,000 on eBay.
Is that what it is?
$2,000. Yeah. $2,000. Okay.
Yikes.
Let's go full screen on this thing here. We'll take it back a little bit. This cinematic makes me think ODST. What about you guys?
Oh yeah.
I think so this is a multiplayer. So I think the first season is going to be you becoming a Spartan.
You think so?
Yeah, because they're hinting at I don't know her name, but like she's not a Spartan here. And then they show her in the academy. So
that would make sense.
Yeah, so how far back is that invasion of London taking place in? Like how many years prior to the academy? I wonder.
I don't know, but that makes sense.
My thought is that this will tie directly to possibly things that we do in game. Maybe like, are we going to fight in London like we fought in New Mombasa? Like, is there a chance for that to happen?
Yeah,
and not only, okay, maybe it doesn't happen with Chief, but do you think there's going to be multiplayer maps?
I tried to pause this trailer right here, and I couldn't see. Like, is there a number on him at all?
No, it looks like he's got 2 knives as a graphic. There's like 2 knives right there.
Yeah,
that you can see.
Okay.
But I want to back up a little further. For those of you that have been like in the Halo lore for a very long time, you're going to notice, I believe it's right here. Look at the bee. Do you guys remember I Love Bees from Halo 2? Like their viral marketing campaign that they've set up a website that was like we were talking about it earlier. What this trailer feels like it does is it feels like it unifies the Halo games between Bungie and 343. Like they're coming back. And rumor has it there's some kind of Bungie 343 happening on December, like event or crossover thing happening. Like, is Destiny getting Halo guns?
Oh my gosh.
Or something like this?
God, I'm gonna have to boot up Destiny again. I haven't played Destiny in a while.
Nope, not booting up Destiny. It's not happening.
I reinstalled it. I'm like, I think I'm gonna the new stuff looked pretty cool to me, so I'm gonna give it a go. But yeah, so chat saying I heard Destiny's getting a BR. So I don't, regardless of all that,
the battle rifle.
It's yeah, right, the battle rifle for sure. Regardless, it's cool to see that they're working together. right? That there's still some love there, and it'll be there's it to me. It just feels unified, and I love that because 343 took a risk with Halo 5, and they failed, right? I mean, I would say that it was a high risk, and it didn't pan out, and I feel like Infinite's panning out already.
Oh,
I
for
can't
sure.
tell what Mule's saying because he's got his glasses on and he's just looking so intense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited just because like there's so many possibilities with this. Like like we were saying on previous shows, I think this will fit in to have Halo have BRs. You know, like not the battle raffle, but like battle royale style modes. Like all of this with the academy and everything. If we start off like kind of like John was saying, like it's gonna fit everything that we've been talking about, man. And it's gonna have multi modes. Like you're gonna have a BR mode, you're gonna have multiplayer modes, you're gonna have Forge, all this cool stuff you can do in Halo now. And so it just feels like Halo is back. And this cinematic was just freaking fantastic, man. It was just the whole time I was just glued.
Looks like this. If the campaign looks anything like this, and they hit the emotional tones that they did with this trailer, like it's gonna be a fun ride.
Yeah, Josh, you got to fast forward back to that last splash screen and pause it there for a second because we alluded to it a little bit at the beginning with Johnny winning a bet, but we did end splash screen.
Yeah, I love being told that I won every single time. I mean, I guess there's still a chance they could push it up. Maybe, it's development's going better than they planned. I'm actually more worried that they're going to push it out of this year.
So we talked about the console. The console comes out on November 15th. Is there a date for the Elite Series 2?
Like the console?
No, the controller.
The controller.
Oh, the controller.
If I had it pre-ordered, I'd probably know, but since I don't,
I'm looking at the website and I don't see anything. Oh no, it's the 15th. It's the 15th as well.
Okay,
same day. Yeah,
and so the game is launching on a Wednesday, December 8th. So I think I'll be submitting 3 days off for work.
Me too.
And
yep,
that'll be the plan for.
I mean, if you guys make us famous
week.
enough, this might be our work.
So share this with all your Halo friends.
Hit that like button, subscribe.
Yeah. I mean, let's just talk about London for a second. Like, what is even happening? That they're the brutes are the banished are on. Or I mean, the Covenant. The banished. Are,
I just heard all the canon guys just groaning. I could hear
it was like
their
Alderaan
groans.
getting blown up, right? You were like, I heard
Josh again.
I heard a million voices sigh as he pulled a Josh.
So when do we think this is in the timeline? How quickly does she get? How quickly does she get augmented?
If I was gonna guess, I'd say like 10 years, and maybe this is stuff happening. Well,
because those aren't Spartan 2s, are they?
No, I mean that's the thing that's confusing to me. They look big like a Spartan 2 because like when you see her hand, it's like super small.
Yeah, and that's what I appreciated a lot about this trailer is you actually see the size of a Spartan, and I feel like you never have felt that massive. Like they're 9 feet tall? Isn't that how tall Chief is?
Chief's like 7'2" or something like that.
Okay. But look at her, like that's
huge.
Well, I think it's also the angle.
He's got man hands.
Like, she looks a lot smaller here.
Oh no, she is way smaller, dude. Like chest high on them,
Yeah, look how much bigger she is.
Look at that
in the academy.
And she kept
full-grown
her B.
men.
She kept her B on her chest, which is super rad.
Yeah.
God, I don't know. The trailer is so good. I thought it was a campaign trailer.
So augmented John is 7 feet 2 inches.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought. So it's like
995 pounds.
Yeah. So I guess they're not Spartan 4s.
my god.
She doesn't listen to this anymore,
No,
right?
she doesn't. No.
Okay, good.
Oh boy.
Back on track.
I think Back on Track needs to be a new T-shirt because it's just my job to derail us.
Oh my gosh.
He's a
Yeah.
big boy. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
It's got to be
So-
twos, right? It's not fours because the fours are basically like,
The necks
Just-
weren't long enough.
yeah, they're augmented. You know, they're not like elites.
Her neck looked pretty decent in that when she became a Spartan. So gives me hope.
Like, I think one of the big takeaways from this trailer, and I think John, you kind of said it already, but like, this just gets me that much more excited for the campaign. I know this is just lore for multiplayer, right? Like, this is giving us background on who she is and what she like. She's going to be leading us, I assume leading us or just leading Spartans in the academy, right? And so, but what is this? Is this something that like when co-op drops, are we going to be able to do some of these? Like, is this almost like a Spartan Ops mission or something? Are we going to do flashback missions like this? I personally would love it if Halo had something similar to Strikes, kind of like Spartan Ops, where we could jump in and I don't know, maybe grind for some cool gear, something like that, like to get the break from campaign, the break from multiplayer, and just have something that we
Weapon charms.
run and grind, and just give us charms and different pieces of armor. So I don't know, but I love this stuff. I really think it's fantastic. So
Maybe that's why the co-op campaign got pushed a little bit, because they're making it more of a like Destiny, where there's just a bunch of missions that you can do with
like strikes and things like that.
Yeah, strikes and
Yeah.
raids and stuff.
I mean,
And
I
I-
would be okay with that. Like, if that was kind of the formula, I think that would be good. Like, it'd be really cool to see. Like, it's the thing I keep asking myself: what is open world for Halo? What does that look like?
Well, and co-op isn't like co-op is there if your split screen is there at the get-go. So it's just they're working on the networking between consoles to have that split screen experience. Kind of.
Wait, is split screen there, or is it?
Yeah,
all
it's there at
co-op?
launch. Yep,
Oh, so just online co-op is
online
isn't there.
co-op. Hmm.
Okay.
At least that was my understanding of it.
I just can't, like, the only thing I'm a little bit bummed with the co-op not being there personally, like, I'm not like mad at 343, right? Like, it's just, this is life in a pandemic, and this is life working at home. This is life right now. My son just moved to Wisconsin, so the only way for me to play the campaign with him is online, right? So but it just gives me something to look forward to. Like, I'm bummed that I'm going to probably play through before. Usually our tradition was to play through together as soon as I got the game, but it's just not going to be the case this time. And it's not, I mean, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. And it's nothing that like makes me angry. Like, I think one thing that people have to understand is we don't live in the times of $60 game. Here you go. Like, we've been buying $60 games that get day one patches for like 10 years now, right?
Yeah.
And this is a games as a service game. It is free to play multiplayer with a campaign, and I think consumers are just going to have to get used to that. I'm of the mind that we win here. This is a bonus for us because the game gets more polished. It continues to drip feed content out and give us something new to do. And I just don't see, and then what's after that? We already have a roadmap of Forge and co-op. What's season 4, right? What do we have to look forward to is season 4. What's
Okay.
season 5? What are they going to keep adding?
I got clarification on what I thought. So, co-op is coming season 2 or whatever. Co-op. I misunderstood when they said split screen is available on Xbox consoles at launch, not PC. So I think that's in reference to multiplayer split screen. And then it'll get added into PC later. I don't know if they have a date for that, but co-op is still delayed, I guess, which is what I had misunderstood.
One of the things one of the reasons I hope I hope the delay is happening. I don't necessarily care to play through as 4 Master Chiefs, right? I hope there's something going on that's going to allow us to play as the Spartan we've been designing. That's kind of my hope.
That's probably why it's like that. Honestly, it's probably because you're gonna actually play through as Chief at the start, and then the story's gonna diverge from there. You know, it's gonna come into the Spartan Academy, becoming a Spartan, all this stuff. You know,
it's very possible. And I mean, look at Halo 5. It was split between Locke and Chief.
Yeah,
Osiris and Blue Team, right? So
yeah.
It's not like it's something they haven't done. Don't get me wrong. I want to play Chief's story. I want to know, but if campaign or co-op means we get to run around with our Spartans and they're somehow tied to the story.
You know, I think I saw something today that said your Spartan that you create in Academy is in canon as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's phenomenal.
It just makes sense that they do it that way, though, because they just can't come out and tell you, because it kind of ruins the little surprise if that's the case.
Yeah, because you are John 117 in the first 4 Halos.
Yeah. So, yep. I mean, my feelings wouldn't get hurt as long as I get to play John at the start, and then like if the story diverges from there, and excuse me, and he becomes like a Cade 6 or something like that. I'd be cool with that. Like he jumps on with a few missions every once in a while or something like that, or he needs to go out and do something else to fight the flood. Like that would be cool. But
I'd rather the flood than Prometheus.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the flood back.
Yeah. But like,
I set a precedent. Like if they take Master Chief away from you like early, then their roadmap for whatever games and story they have to come is you don't have to worry about Master Chief anymore. Like Master Chief is a legend now. Like it's not the playable character.
Chief's floating through space. We got to know why.
Yeah.
And what's happening on Earth? What's been going on while he's out there floating? They said we lost the war. Is this stuff that we get to play? Is what we saw as a trailer much later on in the game. And I mean, we played Reach. Everybody loved the campaign of Reach. I mean, you didn't see Chief until the very end, right? Chief was like,
it was like a secret.
Your camera.
Well, and the coolest thing about Reach was that cinematic at the end of Reach pairs, like if you have not seen this yet, go to YouTube. Because the end cinematic of you handing off Cortana and then going up to the Pillar of Autumn, and then they jump into slip space, and then that syncs up perfectly with the opening cinematic of Halo CE. And it's so cool that they did that.
So, I think there was definitely missteps with us being forced to play as Locke, which was like a defined character, versus playing as Noble Team, where you still felt like you were playing, like you were the Spartan. And that's how we've always felt with Chief. And I think Locke kind of pulled us out of that. I hope Locke has some kind of a redemption arc. You know what I mean? But
or he might die.
The fact that his helmet's already being used as shoulder pads,
as trophy.
Like, it's that's a big yikes,
Yeah.
So
that was a nice nade there, Josh.
Yeah, I don't know if I get the double kill here or not. I can't remember. I think so. Yeah.
Nice.
Headshot.
Yeah, most of these games I led the kills. Like almost all these games I led.
Not the last one. I saw you bottom fragged on the last.
Because you start with an OP weapon.
Game. My first game was a warm up for sure. But after that, I think I ended up leading most of them. So, I just, and I'm like, you know what? 5 probably feels the most like 4, so that's what I'm gonna play. So, Yeah, Lethal's
Also,
like Josh
everybody's
actually
just
getting
using the
kills.
Magnum. Literally, everybody is using the Magnum in this match. Like,
Oh yeah, you have to. There's like a DMR and like a carbine or like the other two weapons, and then you got sniper and rocks. So,
Yeah.
But we have a massive blog post from Thief 43.
it
So
was just like today. Didn't it come out today?
Like 3.5 hours ago.
yeah, it just
So I don't think
just
any of us
dropped.
have had a chance to. First off, I don't know if anybody's going to read this all the way through. There's so much stuff, but none of us have had a chance to fully read through it. I think we've all kind of skimmed over it a little bit.
It's like they're asking the developers things. I think that's a lot of it.
Yeah, they're giving us some insider knowledge, right? Little peek behind the curtain here. So let's see here. We'll just go to the stats for the technical preview. almost 520,000 hours in that weekend. Like those servers got melted. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. They shout out some of the community members who had the most wins.
Top
60.
bot slayers.
I didn't even know you could die 65 million times, Josh. What the heck?
I got most deaths in the flight. I love it. Yeah, 65 million bots slayed. I mean, that's crazy. That is absolutely bonkers.
Imagine 1.3 million matches played. Imagine the heat maps that they can study off that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
those heat maps are a little tainted from those Joe Montana grenade throws, but
right, yeah, those things were crazy. Now chat saying Josh dying to bots, like so much shade.
No, I wanted to clarify. I was calling Josh the bot dying 65 million.
Thank you. Thanks. We needed a clarification. We usually figure if you're opening your mouth, you're mocking me. We know. No. Fastest team wins. Fastest team wins.
They were shouting those out throughout the weekend.
Right. Yeah. Weapons drills. I didn't do a single one. I didn't even go in there.
Yeah.
So 45,000 hours of. So is that separated from the 519,000 or 520,000 hours? I guess it is.
Does it matter? It's a lot of hours.
That is a lot of hours. I did all the weapon drills.
Multiplayer. So it says hours spent in multiplayer, and then hours spent in weapon drills. So I think they're two separate items.
The majority of this article, like Lethal was saying in chat, is it's a lot to do with the bots, right? It's just a lot to do with the bots, and then
which was the primary purpose of that tech test. It was them working on the AI learning a little bit.
Yeah, and we never even the last show took place, and then they did that presentation on Friday, right? Mm-hmm. So we haven't even had a chance to talk about some of the stuff that was mentioned during the presentation. Everybody keeps losing their mind that we're not seeing any campaign gameplay. Like, are you guys where?
I don't understand. I don't understand. We are what, 3.5 months out? We have seen nothing of campaign. Well, nothing since last.
We saw a
July.
trailer. We haven't even seen gameplay. Well, yeah, I take that back. It's been a year since we saw that gameplay, but
Craig gameplay.
Yeah,
I think this technical preview, however many 3 weeks ago or whatever it was now, I think that has driven hype quite a bit, and I think I don't know if it's it kind of just, you feel the scales tilting a little bit. That Halo for me, I think Halo drove how I played shooters for a long time. And when I would get, even after Halo, when Call of Duty would come out, I would play through the campaign before I kind of touched multiplayer, and I would consume that content as fast as possible. I'd probably forget some of the stuff that happened because I consumed it so fast, but I tried to beat it on the hardest difficulty and get through that. It got me a good handle on mechanics and what I wanted to do with the game. And then I spent the rest of my time for the next year or whatever playing multiplayer. And Halo, I think, established that for a lot of us. Like, Halo was campaign, and multiplayer was a great asset to it, but we started pre Xbox Live with Halo for the most part. So you had that cinematic experience, and you got attached to Chief, and all that was tied in with that. But I think as we've been moving forward, there's been this tilt that I think, at least for me, I'm most excited about multiplayer going into this. I think Halo 5 left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, which is maybe why that shift has kind of happened.
So the article does mention the campaign. And what they're saying is they haven't shown the campaign because they're focused on bug fixes and other like wrap-up tasks. And apparently gameplay demos and trailers take a lot of effort, and it would take a lot
it takes them away from it.
Yeah, it takes them away from the bugs. I don't know how, like, I mean, this is part of the process, right? Like, your marketing team has to be telling you, we got to put this out. So I don't know. It just worries me. Like, is this campaign coming out in December?
It just makes me worry the state of it. Just makes me wonder the state it's in. Is it in a very stable state, or is it full of bugs and issues, you know? Which is weird to me because it's been delayed for like a year. So it's like, what would have
been like last year? Like, what would this game been last year?
I mean, it would have been a disaster. That's probably why they delayed it, because
they also would have been in the studio from March forward.
Yeah.
The 343's had a series of mishaps. Master Chief Collection was in bad shape for years. Years it was in bad shape. Halo 5 did not sell consoles and sell like they were hoping. It wasn't the Halo that they needed it to be. And I think they are taking the right steps to show what people are like, that the free-to-play multiplayer that they want people playing for 10 years is what they want people to get hooked on. And that the campaign is going to be the icing on the cake. And speaking of the icing on the cake, I think the release date for this, we have to remember big picture. Microsoft wants Game Pass subscriptions. That is their business model. Having this game come out in December, arguably the biggest game of the year, the same time that consoles will be underneath Christmas trees and new subscriptions for Game Pass can be happening. This just, you're gonna have moms and dads giving their sons and daughters Halo for the first time this year. There's going to be a nostalgia. I mean, 20 years, there's going to be a nostalgia pull for this, right? And so I think they're giving themselves as much time as they need to make this game something that people are going to go, wow, I'm glad it was in the oven for the time it was in there. And
I hope so.
I'm personally, I'm not concerned. I'm not worried. I think they probably, maybe licking their wounds a little bit from the first tech preview that they showed, or the first, but I mean, to me, I was like watching that going, this looks awesome. Yeah. Lighting, details. Sure. That stuff. But like, it's a build being played for like an E3 presentation. Like I wasn't expecting everything to be like completely polished, like I don't even know. Like, looking back, like even when I go watch it now, I'm like, it's pretty awesome. Like I enjoyed it. So
Craig screwed it up.
his chin strap, right? And lack of beard.
So not that it matters, but does Jeff Keighley move the Game Awards this year? Because this is not going to be. This is not in contention at this point.
I think even like if it was in November, I think it's too late.
It is too late because so the biggest thing that triggered this in my head, I went and Googled because I wasn't exactly sure when in November or if it was early December when it came out. Jedi Fallen Order was robbed of Game of the year it came out because it had to compete the following year because it wasn't in contention. It came out November 10th, 2019, and it was Game of the Year that year. It should have been. But it had to go. I don't even know what it had to go fight against the following year. But it was also.
What year did it come out?
2019.
Second.
But Game Awards are early December. It's the first week in December, and Jeff Keighley has a cutoff date for the press to be able to play through games.
Yeah,
there's some serious shade being thrown in chat right now. I just want to throw that out there.
Also, can we touch on the release date again? I just want to hear maybe Mule can tell me when it's coming out.
They're moving it up. It's coming out right before Thanksgiving. So, man.
Oh man, I can't wait to play season 1 for free. It's gonna be
December
so
8th is such a weird release date for me, man. I still can't get like why would they put December 8th? Like you would think Black Friday, you want people to like say, hey, I want this console for Christmas. Like
you would have still lost if it came out Black Friday.
I know, but still, like I'm saying,
and guess what? The console and the controller are coming out before Black Friday.
Yeah.
So technically, it's a half win.
I was a little, yeah. I was trying to figure out like what counts as a win because we found out that Forge and the co-op campaign were getting pushed like before we found out the December 8th.
Oh, so that was going to be your argument to win your bet?
Yeah, like it's not fully out.
It's not a full game.
Of course. Oh my gosh. I love it.
But I can't believe they missed the 20th. Like I can't believe they missed it.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's just a weird release date for me. Like December 8th. Like
it's a Wednesday. And if you look at past Halos, it's like November, September, October. Like it's
Did Reach come out in September or was that ODST?
I don't have the list in front of me, but I think somebody posted it in our Discord maybe, or I saw a tweet and it was like it just showed all the dates. And yeah, there's like, I don't know that November really, I almost feel like they
November
like,
15th.
November 15th.
Yeah.
Halo 2, November 9th. Halo 3, September 25th. Halo Wars, 26th of February. Halo 3 ODST, September 22nd. Reach, September 14th.
Wow, September is bigger. Wow. I don't remember September's that much.
Yeah. And then Halo 5 was October 27th. So yeah.
Wow, we had rose tinted glasses remembering November being what it was.
Yeah.
September is bigger for Halo than November.
December is always a struggle for games. Like games releasing in December tend to not do as well because you're already past the Black Friday. You're already past like holiday shopping is close to being over by that time. I know like Halo is a different caliber and it probably won't be affected that much, but December is rough. Like that's like a no-go zone for most
That's
teams.
another reason why I'm kind of nervous because like I know Josh is a little more optimistic than I am right now, but like I'm going to be the negative Nancy right now, but it's like you haven't shown anything for the campaign, and then like I feel like it keeps getting pushed, like the goalpost keeps getting moved back, and who's to say we're going to get toward the end of November and then it'll be like, well, we need to do a few more things. We'll just delay it again. The thing that makes me worried is it's going to be something like a Cyberpunk kind of a deal, right? Cyberpunk came out because it got delayed. Everyone's hyped to play it. They play it, and then there's so many freaking bugs. They're like, you should have just kept delaying it. We've been waiting this long. You should have just kept delaying it and fixed all this before you released it. So I don't know.
I think the big difference, though, this being first party, they don't have nearly the. I can't imagine the investors.
Oh,
I don't
that
even
guy,
know that
guy just broke his controller and quit the game.
You saw the name N64 Josh pop up. He's like, "Oh, I'm done."
Killed the guy with the sword, man. Yeah,
with my fist. But I mean, I think they would delay the campaign if they had to. I don't. Their moneymaker is going to be the season passes and the free to play stuff. So, in my mind, the only reason they're releasing it is because it's ready. And I think the only reason they're not showing it is maybe because they just want people getting hyped. We live in a time. I mean, Fortnite has 4 million people playing it right on the regular. We live in a time where people are conditioned now for free to play games, and I think because of that, the focus is on the multiplayer. And I mean, you got to remember, I think we would all probably agree that they are Halo 5's campaign was not great, and the multiplayer was fun, but it still wasn't the classic Halo. It was very, very like just sweat, right? Like just sweat. Don't play even the objective games. There wasn't vehicles, there wasn't the asymmetrical maps, the stuff we talk about all the time. And so I'm glad they had the extra year, and I think it'll pay off. I hope so.
I mean, I don't want to call it an after, because it's not an afterthought, but it's. I think with this blog post, with the tech tests that we've seen, the moves that they've been public about when it comes to post Craig incident, like the focus of this game is multiplayer, and I think old school Halo fans are excited for the campaign, for what it can be, what they can build upon, and maybe try to right the ship from the missteps of Halo 5. I enjoy. We've talked about this on this podcast before, how great the Halo 4 campaign was for expanding the story and the lore behind the Librarian and the Didact and all the stuff that kind of came before Master Chief. Like the world building that it had in there was great. And so I think 343 has had success when it comes to the story. And I think 5, while it was praised for being a good blend of new and old school multiplayer with Halo and Call of Duty kind of merged, it didn't have lasting effects that were positive, at least in our eyes, I think, and maybe the greater community as a whole. And I'm excited for just how Halo feels now. Like it's nostalgia pulls, but still new and fast, and it feels good. So I think a lot of that focus has been on multiplayer, and it's free to play. Like, so December doesn't matter so much because they're working on the subscriptions. There's more nades in the back, Josh. Come on.
I was
that guy hit him right in the butt.
Yeah, right in the back.
Right in the butt, dude.
see it.
I think he does it on purpose to have it in the B-roll.
We need a shirt that says "Nate's the butt," Josh.
We're not lacking in like things that we can make merch for. You know, we got Josh on the show, so. Oh, double kill. Very nice.
That was nice. Yeah. But like it's the game is, it's the live service, and the campaigns as a whole are a big money suck for studios, unless you're Sony Santa Monica or Naughty Dog, or because those games, Last of Us is supposed to have a multiplayer suite coming out sometime. Who knows when that's going to happen?
Is it? I thought
Yeah.
they said they would never do that. They wouldn't do it.
No, they have a multiplayer aspect planned, but the money's going to be in getting people to Game Pass Ultimate or Game Pass just in general, and then driving season pass sales.
So why wouldn't they just release the multiplayer like before Thanksgiving then, and let everyone like, you know?
I am kind of surprised that it's not. I mean,
we'll get a beta.
Maybe if the tech,
weekend.
Maybe if the tech tests expand into true betas, and maybe the game will come out early. I don't know. The pre-install on Xbox estimated size is only 50 gigs, which is not in line with what that supposed screenshot was.
The other 40 is the BR that they haven't announced yet.
Yeah, or it's the campaign that's not anywhere near done and finished.
You guys are just all negative Nancy's. I just don't even know. I don't even know.
I'm trying to keep my expectations like
if you
even kill, you know. I don't want to be like
Nancy's. Read the tweets, like the replies to the tweets.
Oh my gosh!
Of where all the Forge and the campaign co-op campaign, they're like, just delay it again. This game's gonna be trash.
I told you, you want to play Forge, just go play Minecraft.
We literally talked about Forge last week. Josh was like, what are we doing about what's happening with Forge?
And then they delay it. Now we just talked about how long do we just spend talking about the campaign? Yeah, are we the angels of death?
No,
Halo's not coming out till February of next year.
No, they can't. They don't want it. That's
Horizon now.
Horizon now.
But I mean, okay, just as a from a marketing perspective, think about like Nintendo games, right? They'll do like one presentation stating that it's there, and then they won't start pushing them again until like a month or a month and a half before, you know, like we just started seeing WarioWare having a marketing campaign, right? Like,
what does a marketing campaign look like anymore? Like, is it just mainly Twitch pre-rolls? Because I don't watch that much TV anymore. Mm-hmm. Is it stuff mixed in to Hulu ads? I mean, I don't know.
They're at the movies. I've seen some commercials at the movies.
Yeah, but who's going to the movies right now? Like
I saw Free Guy.
Yeah, and there's a warthog in there, right?
There's a scorpion in there. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the warthog was at the premiere or whatever.
That's
amazing. And I think he also had a weapon in his arsenal that was a Halo weapon.
But like campaign, like the marketing campaign is vastly different from what it used to be, like even for just Halo 5. And Halo 5 had a great marketing campaign. I feel like we're in a loop when it comes to talking about Hunt the Truth, but like that was I'll keep beating that drum, I guess, because it was an underground kind of marketing campaign, because
like
you had to kind of be in the know about it to find it, because I guess it was Chief's helmet on the thumbnail ad, like the thumbnail for the podcast, but it was like 8 or 10 hour long audio drama episodes that really set up like something that they didn't deliver on in the campaign, but it was a really cool hype moment. And then there was also the statue ad campaign that they had, right? Wasn't that Halo 5 was the ad, like the cheat, like there was the Chief statue that was then blown up or something like that. The fallen here, like
I think so. I think
false heroes or something like that.
Yeah.
I think we're the marketing campaign, you know, like content creators.
That's the new thing. Yeah, it's community based. See it, hear it, talk about it kind of deal, and it's not. It's not the traditional thing.
I think for the hardcore, right? I'm doing air quotes, but like it's watching when they start tweeting about it like tweeting about it a lot, right? Like that's at least how it is. And again, I'm just comparing it to what Nintendo seems to do with like their marketing cycles, and when they start sending out emails about it, and they start promoting it. Like
Nintendo doesn't have to try that hard though. They had the best selling game of a 10-year-old Zelda game They had the best selling game last month for a game that's 10 years old.
Me this week with the Gamescom, they had the Inside Xbox presentation or whatever it was called. They didn't mention Halo at all. They didn't even say, "Hey, check or watch the OnLive opening night presentation." They didn't say anything. They just said, "Keep watching for Forza Horizon stuff." And it's like, your biggest game, you're not even trying to hype up right now.
It was kind of funny. I was listening to IGN's like post-show analysis of the Xbox pre-Gamescom thing that happened. What was that? Tuesday morning. Yeah. So it was before the opening night live that was yesterday, and they were all upset about no Halo stuff, and then it all comes out on opening night. So it seems weird that they didn't even do like a sizzle roll for tune in for exciting news on the Halo front, like on opening night live with Jeff Keighley. Like they didn't even do a sizzle reel for it.
Yeah. Weird.
I think there is something interesting though. The fact that Horizon was delayed and all everybody was tweeting about was Halo.
In a good way or a bad way?
In any way, it was like just a blip on people's radar. Like, yeah, it was delayed, but Halo, look at the console, look at the controller, look at the, like where's the campaign footage? Where's like the good and the bad? And I mean, I know we were talking about the Game Awards, but I would love it if Infinite goes head to head with Horizon. Maybe it can't win, but I still think that
Horizon's
we're going to win it is, but those are always games that are definitely contenders for Game of the Year. And if Halo's at least in the running against that, I think that's a very good thing.
That's good for Xbox. It's good for 343 coming back from where they've been.
Like you're saying you're thinking that Halo could be in the running for like Game of the Year against like Horizon. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think so. Honestly, live service games are really hard to win Game of the Year.
Unless the campaign is ridiculous.
Most live service games aren't Halo though.
But the campaign is $60 or Game Pass, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's still a full-fledged single player. And I'm speculating and hopeful, right? Like I want to see I want to see, I mean, remember the excitement of playing through Halo 1 on Legendary and playing through Halo 2 and playing through 3, like that. If we can get that feeling back with the Infinite campaign, I think it definitely has a chance to be in the running for Game of the Year, right? We don't know everything that's going to be coming out in 2022, and it could get forgotten.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2. Like it, regardless, we win as gamers next, like from like November through all of next year, right? Like there's nothing but stellar titles, and all we're gonna play is Halo. That's
well, I think too, like people are suffering burnout from like COD and Warzone and things like that, and they're just sick of it and all the stuff with Blizzard.
Feedback. Well, and I saw something. I think it was Stone Mountain's Facebook page or something like that today. That it was Morpheus with red pill, blue pill, and underneath was Call of Duty, and the other one was Battlefield. And it's like, I don't want to take either of the pills because I don't want to pay for it, and I want a better experience. I want to play Halo. Like that's I don't think I'm tempted by either of the two other shooters this year.
Well, Battlefield is basically this huge map where you spawn in and then you get sniped from across the map right after you spawn in. That's Battlefield, and I don't want to play that. Like. I just I want to play freaking Halo. I can't even go back to Master Chief Collection because I just want Infinite. And I'm like, please give us another flight or something before December because
Johnny,
All I
Johnny,
have-
Josh,
only-
and I played
Yeah.
MCC the other week, and it was bad. It was hard.
Not pretty.
Yeah. The only thing that's scratching my FPS itch is Apex right now. And like when Halo comes out, it's just gonna be Halo. And so it's just give us some more flights, 343. We need more
Well,
flights.
so let's transition to that a little bit, because what came out on Friday after the show last week was confirmation of more flights, but also that the next test flight is going to be more bots, but also PvP and the debut of Big Team Battle.
Yes. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
that means we're going to get vehicles. Like that's the biggest thing I'm excited about.
Yep. Yeah.
I just hope it's not an issue like it was the first time to get in. I hope when they say it's live, like we could just load up the app that we already have downloaded.
I deleted it, but you kept it, right?
I kept it. I'm not deleting that thing. No.
I love that there's like fear in his eyes. He's like, it's never leaving my Xbox. It'll be there forever. But the flight's gonna be amazing. Like getting to jump into Big Team Battle, like I cannot wait. I can't wait. And even just like I think the most fun was had when we were playing Slayer in this last flight for the 2 hour window,
the 3 or 4 games we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just honestly, you guys saw Halo 5 B-roll that I was playing. I kept wanting to play it like Infinite, and I couldn't fire the Magnum doesn't fire nearly as fast as the sidearm, or the sidekick, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so different, but the BR was still kind of the thing that was like, okay, this is similar enough. But yeah, that when we get to finally test out Big Team Battle, and I mean, think back at the first multiplayer trailer they showed, right? Of like the Warthog jumping, like our intro to the show. Like every time that intro plays, I get freaking hyped, because
Picking up the energy boxes and throwing them at people.
Yeah. Like it's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to shoot my first vehicle with the skewer.
Grapple jack.
Yeah.
Can you pull the flag carrier right out of the Warthog with the grapple? Like that would be so.
Ooh,
like,
we're gonna have to test this. We're
That'd
gonna
be
test
so
this.
sick. You just watch them drive off, and you just pull the flag right out of their hands. They're like, "Wait a minute, come back." And kind of going back a little bit to what we were talking about, like, I'm very happy with the fact that, like, instead of Halo having to carry the weight of Xbox has set a foundation and built their brand back up to be in a positive light, that now Halo can be a pillar in that foundation versus having to be that foundation. And I think that's going to say something, because Xbox is healthy right now. There's a lot more positivity around Xbox than there has been in the last console cycle. And so I think that's going to be a factor too. And I think the other thing is coming out now, like Mule just said, with everybody having so much fatigue from all these other games, like if it had come out a year ago, would it it's like Animal Crossing hitting at the exact perfect time, right? Like pandemic, shelter in place, here comes Animal Crossing. Everybody's kind of fatigued. We're looking at this transition from games that are free to play and Game Pass. I don't even know how Battlefield is going to do going head to head with Halo. And maybe that's part of the reason they moved it. They're like, we know, but we still want Battlefield to, they still have a good relationship, right?
Yeah, they want to keep the EA money coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so maybe a lot of people, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, it's afraid of Call of Duty." Like, I don't think that's the case at all. I
I
think
don't think they are anymore. Call of Duty is
I
not
mean,
looking good right now. Like nobody's hyped for Vanguard. I don't see any hype for Vanguard.
No.
Well, and there's also lots of
there's other issues, but like
other issues on there. Yeah.
Their new game coming out in November. Yeah. Like I don't think anybody's afraid of them. Battlefield's probably not afraid of them. Like there's no
and so I think Xbox and 343 have tackled talking about bots in a way that is a lot different than how you think about bots being in a Fortnite game to fill up to fill out a BR game, or the fact that how many days or hours was it even after the announcement from Battlefield about 128 player matches only on the next gen or the current gen consoles now, the PS5 and the Xbox Series systems having 128 player games. Did they say that there was going to be a bot system to fill out the matches so that it would be full? Like, that's not sounding confident versus Xbox establishing this, like, this is a way to train and learn and get to be comfortable with the maps and the weapons and the systems. It's a supplemental thing. It brings you back to thinking about playing bot matches in Perfect Dark, which was, I think, a positive thing when it was no online and that's what you had, and you were able to get a multiplayer experience after you had the fun of the 4-person GoldenEye games that you had back in the day, to then expand on that as being the spiritual successor to GoldenEye, and then you could play matches even without your friends all over at your house. So I think that they're spinning a positive light on what bots are versus Battlefield maybe not being confident that they're going to have full matches.
I remember when we used to call people meat sims instead of bots.
Oh my gosh.
Johnny, meat sims were the easy bots in Perfect Dark.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know you don't. I know. I think we're gonna. I think we need to do some kind of, like, maybe when we hit a milestone of some kind, we have to do a Perfect Dark multiplayer. Like,
so
what's Perfect Dark? What's an N64? I've never.
So I haven't dug a lot into it. Like, what?
Oh, wow!
Is
not
the
my birthday party anymore?
Is the 360 whatever the thing in, because it was on Xbox Live Arcade and in Rare Replay? Is multiplayer in that version of Perfect Dark? It is.
Oh, the 64. Yeah, we could play the 64 online version of Perfect Dark.
Sweet.
Yeah, GoldenEye was ready to go, and then Nintendo got cold feet. So, but this week I want to talk about who the Banished were. We're gonna have to do it next week because we've already gone an hour and 15 minutes. But this has been awesome. I'm so stoked for Infinite. John, any closing remarks for us tonight?
I want to see more. Like, I feel like what they gave us, it was like a little snippet, like the trailer, and then they just stopped talking about it. They didn't show any other footage. And I got to pre-order the Elite series somehow.
Yeah, but it's
turn on Wario 64 tweets.
Yeah. It's working. We're talking about it, right? They're getting people talking about it. So good or bad, it's still
like tonight was probably even bigger than last week. You know, people are getting more excited for it.
And we didn't have choppy gameplay because we're only on YouTube and not everywhere else. So hey, we'll see which ones work, which ones don't. So that's nice. Crawler, any closing thoughts?
I'm hopeful. I want to read the blog post a little bit closer. I hope that they are aware of the criticism of progression that came about from the tech test and only making progress in the battle pass by doing challenges. I hope that's addressed and they come up with a system where you get just bonus XP for completing challenges, but your games don't feel like they're for nothing if you don't complete a challenge in a game. and they actually let you progress. Because like Mule turned on double XP stuff and came into the tech test a day late, and he finished well above our our battle pass levels because he burned all that double XP finishing all his challenges.
And
He
when
was
you're
like
top of
500,000
leaderboard,
of those
you
hours
know,
played in
Leaderboard doesn't matter on any of that because it was all just challenges. But yeah, I hope they take some open conversation with like some of the criticism that came out from the tech test.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to read through the stuff.
Mule. How about you, boss?
I just have one thing to say to 343. I'm Mulehorn 117, and I need a controller.
There we
Come
go.
on, 343. I need that elite controller. That looked amazing. I mean, it's almost like it's almost like they're putting my name on it with the 117, since that's part of my gamer tag. So I think that would just, yeah. I need
Our DMs are open, 343.
Just that one.
Phil, hook us up.
Yeah. Yep. That's
We might
it.
get that.
I'm excited. More campaign. I need to see
subscribe.
campaign.
Give us ratings.
Oh,
We
hey,
might
and
get
don't
there.
forget our clan that we have on Halo Waypoint. You can join it.
Yeah. Guys, we're everywhere at Halo Infinite Podcast. You can connect with us. We have a Facebook group. We have Discord. We have a website that's going to be getting started. And if it's something you want to help us out with, hit me up. Right? We got to finish getting it built, but we've got a Halo Infinite news site that's getting ready to go up, and like we're going big with this thing. We're really excited. Also, if you need a good laugh, we're gonna I don't know if we're doing one tonight, but we've been doing playthroughs of Halo 5 on this channel on Legendary, and all I'll say is Johnny Bo dies a lot. And
What? I might have died. Like, I might have been like, I'm not going to be the first one to die, and then I immediately died last time.
You totally did. But if you need just some good some comedy in the background, like there's definitely some laughs to be had as we fight our way through. I think we were all shocked at how fast we beat the first boss. I think we were like,
We were
what?
just that
was
good.
like-
We were just
did it.
that good.
we did it in one try. What?
They don't want you
So-
to get super upset about how many times you have to face off against the same boss in that game. So they wanted to make it feel good. We all probably, well, I don't know how far Johnny is, and
Nope.
you fight him so many different times.
I'm still getting achievements for completing these missions, so we are
You're ahead of
officially
where you
further
are.
than I was back 5 years ago.
There we go. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here with us live. And there may be a playthrough of Halo 5 right after this. We'll just have to see. So we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.
Please call us at your earliest convenience.
Now, show me what you can do.